Did I just want to make this video to show off the Sonic Ponysonas my friend made? Maybe. Yes. What are you gonna do about it? Hey, it's Ali, welcome back to my channel, and I just wanted to do something sweet and nice and easy after my long Sonic series. Thanks for putting up with that, by the way, and after the welcome home update that ripped my heart out of my chest. So what better way to do a nice quick little video than to talk about something extremely harrowing and scary. So today I want to talk about the My Little Pony Resurgence, while of course doing my makeup. So if you're not chronically online like me, congratulations, but you may have missed the My Little Pony kind of resurgence that's been going on within the last couple of months. You know that sweet little horse doll line that got its own show, well, second show really, and changed the online fandom landscape forever? Yeah, that show. Now, I have not personally watched all of My Little Pony, very long story, maybe we'll get to it at the end, but I do know one thing, and that's creepypastas. And if you don't know what creepypastas are, still are. Creepypastas are short form stories online, of course, that are made to be shared around the internet. It's from the word copypasta, so creepypasta is just a creepy form of a copypasta. And no fandom, especially children's media, was safe from a creepypasta. I got makeup on my shirt. Yeah, most creepypastas from that time that had to do with children's media was just like, ooh, what if insert children's media here was actually really scary and dark? Ooh, hashtag ruined childhood, you know, that whole thing within the early 2010s. And of course, if it got really popular, then people would make fan art of it. Some people would even make games of it, a la early 2010s gaming YouTube landscape, you know the deal. So here comes the story Cupcakes by Sergeant Sprinkles. Around, let's say 2010 or 2011. Too dark. I can never tell. This always likes the color correct on screen. I think it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. A short horror story about Pinkie Pie, who is one of the nicest and sweetest characters. So of course, you know, gotta make her evil, and she lures Rainbow Dash specifically into her home and eventually tortures her, kills her, and makes her into cupcakes. I know, great stuff here. And that spawned off an entire subgenre, an entire sub-fandom of people who love to make fucked up scary stuff as it related to My Little Pony. So fast forward over 10 years later, and now we have the Infected AU. Now this started off as a series of fan art posts by a user Osushat or Osushat. Now I'm hoping it's the former and not the latter, but this person was a Russian TikToker who posted a slideshow of fan arts of basically zombie apocalypse but My Little Pony, and they were very gruesome in nature, very reminiscent of early 2010s creepypasta vibes, with body gore and accompanying lore to tell about this infection that infected not only the body, in terms of zombieism, but also the mind, and drove these ponies crazy. And from there, this blew up, as things normally do on TikTok. But this trend has lasted longer than, I have to say, almost any trend I have seen on TikTok, even as it relates to a fandom. I was looking online when I was finding stuff for this, and people are still, to this day, it's been a couple of months, this was in December of last year, this is still going. It's still going on. And it's now March going into April. So because this got so popular, people started making, of course, their own AUs and their own versions of this infected AU. The Smile virus also started on TikTok by Bunnies is cute, or something along that nature. And this specific virus was one, about this much. And this specific virus was one where the ponies got infected from their hooves and also their faces and their jaws. And this one was in particular very interesting to me because they drew it so you could see over the course of weeks, and this started to become a thing in a lot of these infection AUs, over the course of time, how this infection started to work in the system of the ponies' bodies. So day one would be oh, they feel fine, maybe cough, whatever, and you could see slowly as the infection started to go up their hooves, and their hooves started to get really dark, and then their faces, the body horror of it all, oh my god, I don't know how or where y'all came from, but y'all My Little Pony fan artists, y'all know how to do some body horror. What? And also the through line of this, which came from the original artist, was the fact that the infection also infects your mind. So it's not just like, you know, for example, like zombies, you usually get bit or you come back from the dead and you're just a zombie, your brain is gone. However, in this one, you slowly start to lose your mind. And as you will see in one of my favorite ones that I'll mention in a second, sometimes these ponies will keep their consciousness while at the same time not really knowing that they're infected or hurting other people, or sometimes they do know that they're infected and hurting other people, but they can't really do anything about it. Those are the ones. Ooh, those are the ones. And of course, if you have also been chronically online like me, especially in the horror space, then you know about analog horror. And you know that analog horror has kind of been petering out. Like all of the big series that have been on like YouTube and stuff have kind of been ending and kind of run their course. So the actual like analog horror itself, people have been saying, you know, it's getting boring, it's getting stale, like scary image, like okay, like cool, now what? But there are some people out there who have been making, a lot of people actually, who have been making these infected AUs for My Little Pony through an analog horror lens. So all of the stuff that we have seen, like with the TVs and the broadcasting and the doppelganger stuff, all of that stuff that is normally for analog horror, we have also been seeing with the My Little Pony stuff, and it's just, it's so good. The body horror, I feel like, is accentuated here, because seeing like a pony that's already pretty cartoonish and then give it really body horror, especially the mouths. I know that's a thing in like analog horror where you'll see the scary face that pops up is usually, you know, a face, and the mouth is like all the way down here, like really stretched out and disfigured and scary. But you know, it's been played out so many times. However, for some reason, the pony ones, I don't know what it is, but the pony ones are like extra scary to me. The cat's fighting. Y'all see that? Are y'all done? Okay. I always forget to do my eyebrows. That's just, I'm never ever worried about my eyebrows, like ever. I just now got an eyebrow pencil because I was like, oh yeah, I need an eyebrow pencil. Is there a pink in here? There is a pink in here. I need to wash my brushes. I haven't done that in a while. Like, this is blue. I need pink. Okay. And of course, whatever starts off on TikTok is not going to stay on TikTok for very long. So we move over to Instagram, where one of my favorite versions of this infected AU goes to Mrs. Gendered on Instagram. Oh, I have an idea. And now they're grooming each other. So, in this AU, they didn't just do that. So in this AU, one of the main reasons why I like it so much is the fact that the ponies themselves are like turning into trees. Like, I don't know if the infection comes from the trees or what, but the ponies are slowly turning into trees, disfigured, and their bodies are like morphing into this tree. It's not like, oh, they die and then their bodies become trees. No. They are slowly morphing, stretching out to become these trees. Should I use silver? I guess silver would make sense. Okay, before I do the silver though, let's take a color and try to blend. I guess this gray would do nicely. Ooh, kind of works. Ooh, that's a very pretty color. You know, I gotta go up in my eye. This is also another reason why I don't do my eyebrows, because I usually put some type of in there. I look like an alien. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see, there's a black in here, but I don't know if I want like pitch black. Oh, that's not black. Blue, purple. What? Oh my god. Oh. I guess we'll use black. Black is fine. Again, So another characteristic of this AU is the fact that this like mystery illness, no one knows where it comes from, but also there aren't many people who are immune, and if they are immune, we don't know how they're immune. It's a nice slow burn, which I really like. Like, it's like first of all, it keeps you coming back to the TikToks, but also it's like you get to see people who are immune. There aren't many of them. There aren't many of the ponies that are immune, and it's like, I don't think it's any of the main crew. I could be so wrong about this, correct me in the comments, but I think it's only maybe one or two of the like main crew that are like possibly immune to this, or they may have just gotten lucky. Who knows? But Twilight Sparkle, I just call her Twilight, but she is, you know, main character, but also patient zero for this. Okay, I don't want to spoil too much for it. I want you to go see it on your own, but she is patient zero, right? And so because of this, her, like, any time that we like check in on her, she's not doing well. She is not doing well. Silver, what are you doing? So the craziest part of this AU, I will spoil this for you, is that she, so far, seemingly can infect people through the dreams, because she, you know, she and I forgot who the other person was, I'll put it up on the screen, the other pony, excuse me, the other pony was, who was like also trying to find her, because she also went missing. That's also another thing too. A large portion of the characters in the story are just missing. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're infected or anything, but they're just gone, especially Spike, and people are theorizing that Spike may be the only one who's like immune or whatever, but he's gone, he's missing, and nobody knows where he is. But yeah, she ends up contacting insert pony, a unicorn here, and through her dreams, because I guess they have that kind of connection. Again, I don't know the pony lore. Okay, let me know if you want a video about pony lore. I'll watch My Little Pony. It's already a thing I plan on doing during the summer, so if you want me to, I will. You know me, it only takes one person to enable me. It does. But yeah, and through talking to Twilight through her dream, a new form of this infection like spreads to this person. It's kind of crazy, because once again there is a whole mental aspect to this as well. What I like the most about these AUs, I think, is the fact that you don't know if there's going to be a happy ending. Like, obviously a lot of zombie movies and zombie games and stuff like that try to have like happy endings. This one, it's just like everybody may die. Like, a lot of the main cast is like already dead, kinda, so they may not get a happy ending, which is like interesting, especially in, you know, in something like My Little Pony, which I'm assuming everybody gets a happy ending. I'm assuming. Anyway, but yeah, this infected AU has like blown up, and it's still going very, very strong. Like, when I go to edit this, I'm sure I will find new TikToks, because when I was researching for this, I found a lot of new TikToks, especially with the NLL horror stuff, and now I'm sure there are even more like newer TikToks that I probably haven't even seen yet, and I'll try to put some in. But you guys should also shout out your favorites. If you make any type of like pony fan art, infected AU, anything, even if it's just regular fan art, which is what we're about to switch to, let me know down in the comments. Just trust me, I want to know. I want the brain is rotting. I need to know. So speaking of, I'm going to leave this last little section to talk about, of course, with this infected AU, we've also just seen a resurgence in My Little Pony, like, as a fandom. And this is, of course, through fan art and videos and character designs. Any show that has good character design, you know I'm on it, okay? You know I'm on it. Someone drew Sanji and I think Zoro as ponies in their own Ponysonas. Please. And if you could see anything by my channel, you obviously know that I am really into Sonic right now. And my friend who, you know, was the one who kind of told me about this infected AU. Like, I've been seeing it around, but she was the one who really got me into it. They made Sonic Ponysonas, and I need you to see them. And they come equipped with their own lore, of which I'm going to tell you right now. Before I do, though, I do want to say my whole thing with My Little Pony, the reason why I haven't watched it is because when I was a kid in middle school, I was like, I'm too good for My Little Pony. Me and my friends were like, we're too good for My Little Pony. That's a baby show for babies. One day, when we were hanging out at a friend's house after school, we were like, you know what? Put on My Little Pony just so we could see how much of a baby thing it is, and we'll watch it ironically, because that was a big thing back in the days, to do things ironically. Take a guess what happened. We didn't end up watching the entire show, but we did finish, I think, the entire first season of that show. Yeah, so I know it's good. Don't worry. I know. So, like I said, I am not adverse to watching it now, you know, to heal that inner child. Anyway, on to Sonic Ponysonas, though. Go hype them up. They're Pillow Talkin'. Pillow? Pillo. Talkin' with an N on Tumblr. Go check them out. Anyway, so they drew a Sonic and Shadow, which, like, yes, thank you very much. And also Maria and Dr. Eggman as like Eloquence? Is that what they're called? Please. Anyway, and so yeah, this lore is revolving around Shadow, of course, and Shadow's story. I'm basically supplying them the lore of what happens in like Sonic Adventure 2, and they are taking that and then making this. So it's a little bit of a joint effort. So Sonic is a knight in training, because I was also telling them about the whole knight series, even though Sonic, he's technically a king, not a knight in the like storybook series, but whatever. So didn't mean to do that on my eyes. Sonic is a knight under Dr. Eggman, who is a Prince Brilliant Mind, which is Eggman. Sonic Speeds is also Sonic's name, and he serves as the captain of the guard, because he has an undeveloped horn, which makes him too weak to do magic. So of course he still has Sonic's, you know, attitude and personality, very cocky, very like do things first, ask questions later, you know. I totally forgot blush. How could I forget blush? It's like my main thing. So Shadow is a half unburned prince. I don't know what that means. I'll ask her later. I guess I could put it on top of here. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Oh, and it's like it's infected at the bottom. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. I'm smart. And he's on a quest for revenge after the death of his elder sister, Maria. Princess Dawn, as she's called in this. At the hands of his father, which obviously we know that that's not how that works in the Sonic series, but we have to bring Black Doom into this somehow, okay? So, and his true name is Midnight Star. And Black Doom's name is King Comet. I'm always losing things. And Dr. Eggman pretty much blames Shadow for what happened to his sister, which like is kind of crazy. And he resents him and his talent, of course, because you know that's Eggman for you. And eventually Sonic comes up and finds him somewhere, wherever he is. And of course tells him revenge is not worth it. Just like in Sonic Adventure 2, revenge is not worth it. You can live your own life and blah 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 blah. And he's basically traveling with him, and they're in for a bumpy ride, basically. They're in for a bumpy ride. As I'm posting this, as I'm recording this, the other one should be up. So I'm gonna check real quick. wrong thing. So this is King Comet, and King Ellipse, which is the ruler, which is Ivo Robotnik, who was Maria's grandfather. And here I think it's his grandfather. I will probably put in the editing, just the read through of this, because I'm running out of time here. But yeah, if you're interested in that, go check them out on Tumblr. Obviously, I will be reblogging it. I could talk about this for days, but I won't I won't do that to y'all. So I'll leave you with this. It is so, I guess, healing as a kid who wasn't really into why did I open my mouth when I did that? My Little Pony. To see the fandom still thriving and surviving and coming back in a really big way. I've been seeing a lot of pony fan art lately. It's just, I'm really happy because if I watch the show now, I have people to talk about it with. So if you want to see that, let me know down in the comments below, because we could definitely do probably on stream or something. I don't know how it would work, but we could do that on stream. I stream here on YouTube now. Go follow me all on my socials. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you did, you are a real one. And hey, let me know about any other pony AUs or any other infected AUs that you guys really like down in the comments below. And hey, I'm gonna see you next week, and I will see you in the next episode. Love and peace. Can you even see that from this far away? I hope we could. I'll post a picture.